Hello and hi everybody, with a little surprise today. This is our first episode of Planet Zoo Classroom. I got this idea the last few days because I always see comments from you on Facebook and on Twitter and wherever that you don't know how to do several things, and I thought it would be nice to give you some kind of a little tutorial on some things. So this series is not going to be on a regular schedule, so I'm uploading every now and then some kind of tutorial. I'm making a playlist on my channel as well, so that you can look at it, at this playlist and find all of the videos to this. And yeah, I thought today we're going to start a little bit with making terrains and making them look nice. So first of all, we're going to the terrain tool and we're going to sculpt some heights and build something like a mountain. So you're taking this and we can even make it a little bit bigger so that we have a bigger mountain. And you can be as creative as you want to be. And if you do this for a habitat, make sure that the highest point of your mountain is in the background and you get lower on the front. Just like this. Then we choose to get a little bit smaller and fade the terrain a little bit out. So then we use the tool to soften the edges. Like this, so that it doesn't look that rough. Okay, if you have sculpted something like this, the next step should be for you to paint it. So you might want to go for a mountainous look. So you paint this here with rock. Just try making this a little bit smaller. Just try to not paint everything in rock color, but just the sides of it. So that gives it a little bit more deepen. You also can connect some spots that will make it look a little bit more natural. So like this. Okay. And there something more. Okay. Okay, great. So you see it looks a little bit more natural right now. The next thing we do is we take the dirt, I think you call it in English, and paint it a little like this. Mainly there where the rock touches the ground. To soften the look a little bit. What you can do as well and I say that and I forget it. What you can do as well is you can paint paths for your animals. So in real life in a zoo you might see the path where your animals have been walking. So you paint something like this, for example. So this is the path where animals usually go. They also walk up that hill, spend time on here, and then they go up here. Sometimes they might end up here. So that's something you could also do. The next step, what you are going to do after you painted your terrain, is you're going to put down rocks. We're here in a North American team, so we're going to use the filter for the North American rocks, and we're going with these rocks. Make sure you have the rotation selected that we got in the last update, so that makes it a lot easier. And then put down rocks anywhere that you have painted the rock color. And also use different rocks, sink them to the ground, and let them overlap, because only when you let them overlap it will really look natural. So you can use a lot of rocks there, and even if they peek out just a little bit, that makes such a difference if you just let it be a painted wall. Okay, I'm looking for my favorite rock right now. Yeah, that's this one. You also can build something like a little staircase with the rocks. Just try to make it look a little bit natural. And use a lot of them. Use a lot of them, but also make sure that you don't fill everything in your habitat with the rocks, because that will make it look a little bit odd. Okay, so we've done just this little part over here, because I don't want to spend the whole time to make all this cover in rocks. I just want to show you what you can do. Also put down some rocks in the middle of your habitats. Just like this. To make them look a little bit more interesting as well. So after you did that, you're going on to put down some trees. First of all, it's always the trees. Put the higher trees in the background. So just like this. And we're also going with this here. Okay, come down. And it's important to put them in the background, so as a visitor, when you come to the zoo, that you would be able to see the animals in their habitat, and not that your view is blocked by anything. So just a few more. And over here as well. So some smaller ones. Yeah, like this. Also don't use too many different types of trees, because that might look a little bit weird and not very natural. So try to stick with the trees with about 4 or 5 or so. Okay, so I think we are done with the trees now. And the next thing you want to put down is some shrubbery. It's very important to put down the shrubbery between the rocks, so that it might look really nice, just like this. Just let them stick out only a little bit, because that's what you might see in nature as well, that you don't have this, yeah, like this, because that would look really, really weird. So we delete that. Try to use different kinds as well, so that might look a little bit more natural. Once again, I'm just going with where we put down the rocks, just that you get an idea of what we could do. The next thing where you also will put down shrubbery, I'm just looking for my favorite one. Yeah, the Chrysoto one, because it's really nice with the blossoming, with the yellow. Take some bushes to cover the roots of your trees. That also looks very natural and very nice, and you don't have that yeah, that weird stamp just looking out of the ground. So once more here and here. Also try to use some variation on it. One might look up a little higher, the one will be a little lower. And also you don't have to put down just one and then stop, like I did here. Take more of them, about 4 or 5 or whatever, and put them into each other. That also looks very much more natural. Okay, now you see what we did here. It already looks really, really nice and very natural. And if you like to, you can also put, I'm taking the bigger ones, some flowers between it. And also with the flowers, try to sink them a little bit, a tiny bit down, because that would look so much better as if you just put them down like they are supposed to, because that always makes them look a little bit floating. And yeah, I don't think that looks nice. Okay, so I think we're going with some more of the flowers in here, and maybe here, here beneath the trees. Also some here. Okay. Yeah, I think that might be it for this episode. I hope you learned something. I hope you can do something similar in your zoos. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comment section down below, and also let me know what you might want to see in one of our next episodes, what we should do. Do you want to see some kind of how to do custom fencing, what to do to make buildings look a little bit better and not that plain? Yeah, just let me know and I'll do my best to show you how you can do some things. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, or subscribe to my channel. That would help me very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.